stop being so impatient. I'll have you too eventually. I recall telling you that I have a special place reserved for your mark. A very special place. I'd show you, but you'd have to find me first, and that is very, very unlikely. Goodbye. You made it. Are you enjoying my game? Really? Then I'll stop now. Find another telephone, Batman. Goodbye. Did I ever tell you about my first kill, Batman? No? I now know that that was impossible, of course, that their death served a higher purpose. But back then, I had yet to experience the joy of cold steel cutting through warm flesh. I had no idea how I could save these people from the relentless misery of their existence. As I am sure you are aware, my parents were dead and I was rich. So rich I could have anything I wanted, but of course, all I wanted was them back. It didn't work, of course. Plans like that never do. But as I stood outside the Iceberg Lounge on that hot summer night, I remember feeling something. Hope, maybe. As my life spiraled out of control, I desperately formed a plan. A plan to win back my parents' money and be happy again. I was rich and alone, but not for long, of course. I took to gambling. Or maybe it took to me. If only I had been good at it. I may not be where I am today. You made it. I think I will continue my story. I feel the need to talk, to confess maybe. The Iceberg Lounge was crawling with the disgusting flesh of humanity. You could find anything there. If you had the money, of course. At the beginning, I seemed to be winning. The cards all went my way, and I found myself at the owner's table. For some reason, I thought I would win, that he would play fair. One by one, they all lost or folded. The chips were piling up, and it was just him and me. I looked around the table. I saw the people I was against. Card sharks, thugs, princes, and the disgusting midget who ran the place. They called him the Penguin, even back then. He had both eyes, of course. That little accident hadn't happened yet. And both of them were looking at me when I put down my cards. And then he started laughing. He belched out smoke and he put his cards down on the table. Card by card, my heart sank. A 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a damn 7! A straight flush ended me there. I was lost and thrown out into the city to die. Penniless. 6 of clubs. 6 of diamonds. He looked scared. He leaned forward and I could smell the cigar stench on his breath. The 6 of spades, and finally, the 6 of hearts. I felt good. He held out the knife and demanded my money. My money! Can you believe it? I looked into his cold, desperate eyes, and I saw something familiar. Something inevitable. Can you imagine what it was like, Batman? I was numb. I'd lost everything, and I was alone, crying like a baby staggering through the streets of the city, until I found the answer that I had been looking for. I stood there on the Sprang Bridge, looking out at the sea. I felt the warm breeze on my skin, and it felt right. I looked down and imagined myself falling into the blissful arms of my mother. And then he appeared. I saw oblivion. I saw that we all the same, stuck on a miserable loop that demands salvation. So I gave it to him. Can you imagine the vagrant's surprise when I grabbed his knife from his hands? It was instinctive. It was beautiful. But then it was over. I felt lost. Like it had been meaningless. That no one would acknowledge my sacrifice. And then it happened. Without realizing what I was doing, I plunged the knife into my forearm and cut deep. It was incredible. I felt my body elevate to a higher place. It had become a temple to my work. In one movement, I sliced out his throat and gave him the gift of salvation. It happened so fast, but I felt every joyous sensation. The blood sprayed over my face, and I saw what little life was left in his eyes leave. You and I aren't so different, Batman. Of course you do. But think it through. We both punish the guilty. You on some revenge-driven crusade, and me on a sacred mission from a higher power. It is you who doesn't understand the beauty of death, the quiet voyage into the unknown, the escape from the misery of the ordinary. But you will.
Answer my phone and answer it quick, Batman. My flesh is crying out, Batman. Can you find my phone, or will I have my fun? Please hold for Mr. Zsasz. I'm sorry, he's not available right now. You need to find the phone. There's a phone ringing somewhere. Get ready to run. Ring, ring, ring. Find my phone, Batman. Find my phone, Batman, or the killing starts. My flesh is begging you to fail, Batman. Will you? Ring, ring. It's me. Run, 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 or the blood will start flowing. Find my phone now, Batman, or I'll carve this man's existence into my flesh. Zsasz calling for Batman. Find my phone, or I'll bleed this piggy.
That's a question of perspective. For example, from where I'm standing, I can see 3 little piggies just waiting for me to cure them of life. From their perspective, I'd imagine they see things differently. You may have heard that I've been providing salvation to the mindless drones lucky enough to answer my calls. And don't try anything clever. I had a friend help me bounce the signal through every relay from here to Bloodhaven. You'll never find me. Now hang up that phone and start running. Ring, 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 ring. I bet you will. But first a little game. Right now, somewhere in Arkham City, there's a phone ringing. I know it's a big place, but you need to find it. Take too long, and I kill these piggies. Oh, Batman, you sound impatient. That is good. That is very good. You'll need that to solve my little game.
In the flesh. I'm so happy you remember me. I'll never forget you. I've got a special game planned, Batman. A game just for you. Ring, ring. Hello, Batman. Do you recognize my voice? You took too long, Batman. Now imagine the sound this poor piggy makes as I take my time. You missed my call. I'm going to take my time, Batman. After all, you took yours. You took too long, Batman. Your life has not been wasted. Quite the opposite. As your end approaches, I will unite our blood. I will carve your existence into my flesh, and I will be whole. Did you really think I would allow you to stop my work? As your pointless existence slowly comes to an end, as you gasp for that last desperate breath, take comfort that I have sent you to a better place. You could never have stopped me. Mr. Zsasz needs to continue his work. This is not over. It cannot be over. My blade will bathe in the crimson rivers of blood that will pour from the holes I cut into your body. You cannot deny me the mark. I need to make the mark. It's all I have left. I've saved a special place for you, Batman. A place to symbolize your death. Do you want to see? This won't end here. I will get out of here and continue my work. You are going to be mine. When you least expect it, I will be there, cutting the flesh from your body, watching as your life slips away. I can see it now. He's running for that phone, desperately trying to reach it in time to keep you all alive. This game isn't over. Come on, Batman! Where are you? This is all too much fun, isn't it, piggies? I'm enjoying myself so much, I nearly forgot to give Batman another call. Don't worry, he'll fail. Maybe this time, maybe the next. What are you playing at, Batman? Maybe he doesn't believe I'm going to kill you all. Pick up the phone, Bat! Where are you? This isn't right. Don't tell me you can't hear the phone. You're making me angry. I'm losing my patience. Pick up already. I cannot describe with mere words the joy I feel as I make that mark into my flesh. Can you feel the time approaching, little pigs? Yes. Mwah. Your life is over. Accept it and prepare yourselves to sink into the oblivion of nothing. Oh, this is a glorious day for you to die on. Soon I will carve your life on my arm. Your entire lives have been accelerating to this point. My body is a temple dedicated to your memory. You I will gut like a fish. You're probably praying I will end your lives quickly. I won't. I will cut you. I will bleed you, and when I am done, I cut myself, and your pathetic lives will be immortalized in my flesh. So many ways to do it, little piggies. Oh, I can barely contain my excitement.